Hey there, I'd like to start off by saying that I messed up the sound recording settings while setting up the X story. Sadly, it didn't capture any game or TeamSpeak sound for this fleet, but I figured out what I did wrong, so it should be good next time. As for the fleet, we formed up outside Bunker Station in Heck and held a little parade before we flew to Losec. We went to Mateber system and engaged the POCO around planet 4, not entirely sure what to expect. After a couple of minutes, a neutral manticore landed right next to our fleet and opened a sino. A Shadow Cartel Alliance Sleipnir fleet jumped in and seemed to be quite upset about us trying to reinforce their POCO. Thanks to our micro-jump drives, most of us managed to get away safely. Unfortunately, we did lose one or two ships. While we were regrouping at one station, we discovered that the Shadow Cartel fleet sat outside the single other station in the system. We quickly made our way there to see if we could perhaps get one or two kills, before quickly walking off again. Sadly, the Shadow Cartel fleet had warped off shortly before we arrived. Why not decided to wait and see if they would come back. And what do you know, so they did. The fleet was a bit too strong for us to take on though without taking considerable losses, so we simply docked up. It took a while for the enemy fleet to warp off. In the meantime, we put our feet up and just watched some incursion TV. While we were docked, one of our fleet members bought a Sinosaur field inhibitor, a mobile Sino jammer, in high-sec and brought it to us. The mobile Sino jammer was set up in the middle of our fleet, so an enemy Sino had to be lit outside a 100-kilometer radius around our fleet. This should potentially buy us some extra time during a second hard drop. While I was mucking about with the UI turned off, an enemy Sino actually did warp in, and likely didn't notice the jammer until after he tried to light his Sino. We didn't catch him. He warped off but came back shortly after, and this time he landed quite a way away from us, outside the jammer's range. He lit another Sino and the Shadow Cartel fleet jumped in once more. So we walked off to one of the system stations. Because of the new warping mechanics, some of the enemy's smaller ships arrived here before most of us did. The station warp-in point was about 1.5 kilometers off the docking radius, so it took a while before people docked after they had landed. The enemy managed to bump or tackle one of our maelstroms, preventing it to dock and eventually killing it. There was pretty much no point in continuing this, and it was decided to call the fleet. Even though we didn't manage to reinforce any POCOs, we did test the new Maelstrom doctrine, so I'd say the operation was a partial success. Thanks for watching, and yeah, let's hope that I get better at editing and commenting on these fleets as I record more of them. See ya.